Please Fix the Road is a puzzle game construction simulator where you fix not only roads, but forest pathways and other smooth surfaces to help things get around. You'll see what I'm talking about. It's a little hard to tell from the screenshots, but there's all kinds of ways to fix a road, including exploding tiles. It's definitely one of the more challenging puzzle games I've played recently, and the music is fitting for a weather channel, maybe a cool one, and I'm into it. Just so you know, I will be showing a lot of early game footage to not spoil the later puzzles, and because I didn't really get to all the later ones. I'm not very good at puzzle games, as you know. So we start where we always do. What are you doing in the game? And it's one of those games where I can say it's extremely simple. You just need to connect the starting object line to the flag. And for example, in this puzzle, it's not so easy because there are two things that need to get where they're going. This is another thing where I was talking about, it's not just roads. This guy in the bottom left, a boat taking a waterway, needs to get to that flag in the top right. And the horse in the top center of the screen needs to get to the red flag on the lower left side. So not only do I have to connect the pathways of the boat, I have to also connect the pathway for the horse. And that's the simplest way to describe the game. However, the catch is you have to work in the constraints that the game gives you. Each level only has a certain amount of tools you can work with. So for this level that just loaded slickly, I might add, I can only use the copy tool 3 times, signified by the 3 blue diamonds above the tool. Now, you will have to learn the symbols as you go. Some of them are more obvious than others, where it shows you the tile that's going to be placed. As I said, this one is a copy tool. The icon does look like a copy-paste icon you might find on a computer. That said, I hate icons. I think they're almost impossible for the person to tell what it is. Anyway, moving on to the later and more complicated mechanics. For example, this rotate tool is a giant box. Kind of hurts my brain to think about how many tiles this thing can rotate at once, and you can do it off the level. So you don't necessarily have to rotate all the blocks. You can rotate only a couple in a corner or on the side of the level. The options that you have available to you are kind of crazy. So you can tell how many and in what direction the tool is going to work in with the white diamonds to the right of the tool. And there are a lot of different tools. You can destroy terrain, you can copy it, you can move it, the game can give you just straight tiles you can place. There are many options in Please Fix the Road. I do want to note that I had trouble visualizing what the tools were going to do before I started using them. So I would have to use a couple of the beginning tools to work out what I could move, and then start using the later tools to try and work out what I wanted to do with those as well. So it was a challenge for me to visualize where I wanted to go with the puzzle without actually working with the tools. And it could very well be I'm not good at puzzle games, and so it's a personal problem. It's really where the game challenges you, is trying to look at this puzzle without modifying it and trying to see where you want to go. It's so obvious where you want to go since the lines just need to connect. Oh, it's so simple, but it's really not. And trying to use all of these tools that you might not even need and building them all up 4 different tools to go all the way from start to finish, and that's the tools that are required, it definitely hurts your brain a bit. Side note, the game has 150 levels, as you can see here. They're just numbered though, which makes it difficult to remember if you wanted to go back to one. That said, the game does let you skip, so if you complete one, you don't have to do the next. If you get stuck, you can go to the one after that. I want to thank the developers for letting me skip the ones that I just couldn't solve, and I always appreciate the feature to skip if you're really stuck on a level. Overall, Please Fix the Road is lovely. All puzzle fanatics should get in on this one. Even if the puzzle isn't going so well, the levels are pleasing to my eye holes. The animation between levels is so good. Even the pieces exploding and resetting is enjoyable. Quality development and animation work on this game. Whew. In a couple months, I gotta remember to check the achievement stats to see how many people completed all the levels. I can't imagine it's gonna be very many. For now, this is where we part ways. Although we don't have to. Subscribe for more content and explore my pleasant back catalog.